Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. The Home tab is your franchise dashboard. Keep track of your goals, division standings, and information on your weekly opponent. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking.
day. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
The National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts getting ready to take over for the first time. And you get a look at their 6-year quarterback in his first season wearing the horseshoe. It's Carson Wentz.
And Carson Wentz made the move from Philadelphia to Indianapolis back in mid-February. And although his last season as an Eagle, not one that he wants to remember, he's now reunited with his former offensive coordinator and current Colts head coach Frank Reich, and gets to play behind one of the best offensive lines in football. A great place to resurrect his career.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Wentz now on first down. He's got Jack Doyle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Wentz going to throw. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
On any explosive, feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz, middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, nice move. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor from 3 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing
and trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. His opening drive looked good for a while there last time out. Was moving the ball down the field, but then the interception, and they ran it back to the house.
Let's face it, it's a game of human beings, isn't it? Mistakes will happen, and as you noted, he was playing so well on this drive. I don't know if there was a miscommunication between him and his intended receiver. Did they run the wrong route? Anything could have possibly gone wrong there. He'll just have to shake it off and keep firing.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down. Newton's throw there complete to Ruggs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now it's the backup Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can touch the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. On the delay, here's Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ellinger, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Ellinger to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Desmond Patman there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man. Inconsistent.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And a look here at the Colts defense. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections, how do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often, all those different things. Maybe even run the ball a little bit more, anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Darnold. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Well, caught by Trimble. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Off of play action, Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Darnold to throw again. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jansen. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Ellinger. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Darnold. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Here's Darnold. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'll look to run with Hubbard.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st and 10, here's Ehlinger. He's got Granson over the middle.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now Ehlinger. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Ehlinger.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun is Ehlinger.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw again on second down. Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second?
Half. Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Working out of the gun here, Walker.
They'll get this complete to Erickson.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Walker.
Buying time to his left. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
First down, Walker.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And able to break make one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Being chased out left. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Walker. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Gonzalez's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Ellinger to throw on 1st and 10 here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First week of the preseason, probably not to pass the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff. Try to impress your locker room. And most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Walker, he finds his man, complete. It's Jansen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Walker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. To throw is Walker. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Walker.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Alex Erickson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a... You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ellinger. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
From the gun, here's Ellinger.
He'll check this down to Hines. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And fights through one man.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Walker, and this one complete to Smith. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. 5, touchdown, Carolina.
Shi Smith.
50 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, it's Ellinger.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Ellinger. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
From the gun on third down, Ellinger. That is into the hands of Patman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Ellinger to throw on first down. He's got Granson as tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now it's Hines. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. This is Hines. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Second down at 5. They'll drop to throw. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They run with Hines. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the Colts are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Blankenship out for the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.
This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what... This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability. These players are on the last year of their contract.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Carolina Panthers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to...
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cam's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Newton's throw complete there to Moore.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 33 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win, and he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try and move forward in 2021. Well, let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good. 27 touchdown passes, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and 7 scores rushing. This young man continues to be elusive and continues to improve. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. First down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Again, Jackson will keep it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 2nd and 14. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And nothing doing. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Block Edwards now to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And that is incomplete.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, we're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now Newton on first down.
There's Tremble, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 36, Newton.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
And
he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
He's at the 40, 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Jackson on first down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Jackson. Open man Watkins. Touchdown Baltimore. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive of 4 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start out here with the option left. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Jackson now. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a... They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Darnold to throw again. That is caught by Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Darnold now to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble there to make the grab. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
It looks like, yes, it is. 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. He'll find Bateman once more. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Jackson throwing once more. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and this is caught by Watkins. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and goal, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make the ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Huntley to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Huntley. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Jansen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice. 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And Walker now to throw on 1st down. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. Had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Huntley. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Walker now. It's caught. Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Fighting through. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A first run for the backup, Abdullah.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive of a run. I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. Hubbard. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Hubbard again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. To throw on 3rd down. Huntley rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On the give, this is Hubbard. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. parts of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you staff points can be used across all of your when you have enough to see what some talent trees make you select a path to follow.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
The Panther kicker, Zane Gonzalez, has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. First carry for Najee Harris. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Roethlisberger's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. They run the counter. Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
The Panther offense ready to go for their first possession, and at the helm, you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
Many people put stock in a quarterback's record as a starter, and Sam Darnold just 13-25 overall with the Jets. So many think that he's not going to be the guy, but there's a lot of talent there, and the Carolina Panthers are expecting it to come out. This could be a classic case of a change of scenery could do him well, plus the surrounding cast that he's inheriting in Carolina, better than anything he played with in New York. It's a great opportunity for Sam Darnold.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's Darnold. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kamal Martin gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack on 1st down, Roethlisberger, and his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. After the sack on first down, Darnold. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They go play action now. Roethlisberger going for it all. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Going with a big fullback run, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Six 0 our score after 1. Hold them out. Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. duel is going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. 3 yards remain for second down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 2nd and 10, Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Now it's Newton. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Newton. There's Trimble, the tight end. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. This is caught. Touchdown! Ian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Ray McLeod to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Harris. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd down and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing is Newton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Shreds the tackle, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 110 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running.
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. I know it's an emotional emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Tyson Alualu. Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Newton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. And here comes the onto the field, and we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been in the backfield.
And what's been so difficult for the offense is that you know that they spent all week rehearsing these things, working on blitz pickups, protections, knowing where the pressure is likely to come from. They've read the scouting reports, they've watched the tape. But sometimes, under pressure, that coordination breaks down, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
Cam's throw complete there to Moore. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Newton. Out left to Anderson. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Newton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Ben to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Now they're still very much... And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out, McCaffrey lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's real.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge is success. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Walker throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. From the 17, Roethlisberger, short little throw to Ebron. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Finding Harris over the middle, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. From the 38, Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 27 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And the Panthers coming out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Walker. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Walker. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 3 at 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Walker. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Walker. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action now. Roethlisberger throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we're back now in Charlotte. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And not a whole lot of room to... So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Easily see how many players. Here are some recommendations to get you started. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher